If that sounds bad, just wait. I wrote a book called American Female, True Tale of Adventure. I lived it, I wrote the book, and I adapted the screenplay. It's The Devil Wears Prada meets Hex. We're on chapter 3, Ting part 30 overall. Down the hallway, Remy's bedroom was the first door on the right. His mattress rested on the ground, a lone blanket and pillow atop of a red sheet. The only landline phone for the apartment had been dragged into his room to talk to his girlfriend until he fell asleep, no doubt, stretching the cord to the max. I wondered how he and his girlfriend would work out their communication schedules, with China 12 hours ahead of St. Louis. I just told Salim that we wouldn't be talking much. Directly across the hall was Luca's private room. He wouldn't be arriving for a few days, but everybody knew his bed was not up for grabs. As our designer, Luca made frequent trips to China to control minute details of the bag creation process. Knowledgeable in every area of the company, I witnessed how products can be dreamed, believed, designed, manufactured, shipped from one end of the world to another, and marketed and sold through global collaboration. No easy feat, as there were many challenges involved, and Luca bore the brunt of the boots-on-the-ground work in Asia. He was the backbone of the entire process, traveling by plane, boat, and automobile hundreds of miles into rural China every other week to sit in a non-air-conditioned factory, critiquing prototypes to a Chinese seamster who spoke little English, testing the gear on backcountry adventures in the snowy mountains of Hakuba, and dealing with Rune's craziness from halfway around the globe. Luca's distance from St. Louis headquarters and proximity to China were both gifts and curses at times. Rune and Felix shared a room so I could have one to myself. Their view of the Pearl River Delta was out of this world, spanning the entirety of 2 walls with a cushioned window seat to take it all in. Felix slept there beneath the stars in a mountain of blankets. I was jealous. My room was directly across the hall. It was bigger than everyone else's and had an uncushioned window seat with a cool view. Rune insisted my quarters be furnished upon arrival, so Larry and Remy arranged a platform bed and dresser. I had my own bathroom, as did Rune and Felix. Remy and Luca shared the hall bath. All 3 were outfitted with Western toilets, thankfully. The toilets in China ranged from super high-tech to worse than third world, depending on location. Upscale places boasted one end of the spectrum with futuristic Fantasyland Toto toilets, complete with warming seats, bidets, and more buttons, flashing lights, and Chinese characters than I could ever decipher. Regular Western toilets could be found in most of the newly built high-rises in Zhuhai, but squatting toilets were the norm for mainstream southeastern China, consisting of a Western-looking toilet seat and porcelain bowl installed into the floor. It was necessary to place one leg on either side and literally squat to pee. If that sounds bad, just wait. Follow Pain Free TV online for part 31. Get your own copy and read along. Link in bio. Thank you so much for watching.